I think I talked to you about that. Anyway, and then John Destel and I, the drummer, and a couple band members went on and formed 1994, and we got, went in the studio and sang in Jack Douglas's face for an audition. And so when we did 1994, we got to tour with Aerosmith and Cheap Trick and did all kinds of great stuff, recording with Jack at another record plant in New York City. Wonderful, wonderful experience. New York City became our home and remained my home for several years. And then we went out to L.A. after a big, summer tours, which there's tons and tons of fun stories.
And you were really young. We're talking 20s.
Well, I was 20 when we were signed to LA Jets. So now I was old. I was like 24, I think.
24?
22. No, I remember 22 years old that we were in New York City trying to get another deal. So that must have been about when 1994 got signed.
But 81, 82, I think, something like that.
No, wait. No, because that was Girls' Night Out in the 80s.
Oh.
So this was, I'll tell you exactly, 1977.
Wow, I love it.
We were in Caribou Ranch trying to come up with another second album, in 1977. So we had gone from 1975 to 76, being on tour. 1977, we were in Bearsville, Woodstock, and then the spring of, must have been 77. I remember being in New York, kind of pounding the pavement and being pretty destitute, pretty desperate for, really working hard to get a deal. And but I have a good manager, Christine Desautel. She's really a hustler, and it was pretty much John Desautel, her brother, and me, and her, and we were just trying to, every day, that's what you do. That's just what you're doing. There's nothing else. There is nothing else but trying to get that thing.
You were soul trained. You were keep on trucking because you were talking about your boots.
Keep on trucking, baby.
Because I'm old, and I remember that time when you were talking about the fashion and Sly and the Stone and the colors in his room. I can see the bright colors. Everything back then was purple and orange. And carpeting on the walls,
for the day glow lights, the black lights.
Black lights, and people got to understand your cars had carpeting shag on it, and in the car.
But it was 75, so it was a little bit later.
Yeah,
it was on the edge of that. I mean, if I'd been 4 years older, I really would have enjoyed a lot more of the 70s, early 70s, but I was always the youngest then, and I'm the oldest now. I was the youngest in the crowd back then, the baby, and now I'm the old lady. Now I'm the oldest character in the room. No, just kidding. But, not quite. But, anyway, so, the rest is history. I don't know which one I know. So then we get signed, we go tour, we go blah, we get dropped. It's just one rolling bit of thunder after another, just moving on. And I'm just going along for the ride. I realize that when I've done a couple of interviews, like, wow, I was really just, I pull on my shirt front when I say that, as if somebody's just like got me by the shirt front and they're just, I'm going this way, I'm going that way, I'm going this way. All the while trying to become a better writer. Yeah.
And living the dream and keep on trucking and all that from the 70s.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Hold on. Let's get to some tunes right now. We'll take a little break.
All right.
What are
you going to play?
We're going to play You Got a Way About You. Live. Of course, it's all live. Blue by Nature. Let's do it. You Got a Way About You. Here we go. Yeah. I love your beat.
Oh, yeah.
Keep you for myself.
Yes, you got away. You're one of a kind. Yes, and I can't wait till mine, oh mine. Yeah, maybe you got a way about you. Sexy kind of one. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, look at great big smile now, baby. And the funny way you talk. Where you from, baby? Yeah, now you got a way I can't define. Oh, I can't wait, baby, till you slide to be mine, all mine. Yeah, I want you to hold me in your arms. You got to say the sweet things you say. I'm dreaming, let me dream on. Oh, baby, I don't wanna wake, I don't wanna wake up. With New York City on the lead guitar, Ricky Bay. I want you to hold me, baby, in your arms. You got to say the sweet things you say. If I'm dreaming, let me dream on. Baby, I don't wanna wait. Now, baby, you got away. Oh, baby, make me wanna shout. I want to dedicate you. That's what a good love about. Oh, baby, you got away. You're one of a kind. Oh, I can't wait, baby, till you say that you're mine, all mine. Say it. Oh. Well, you can't brush me aside, leave me lonely at night. I'll get along alright. And you can't toss my love away without so much to say, but I'll get along just fine. Baby, if you don't wanna stay, I won't stand in your way, no, no. I'll get along alright. Yeah, so you can't jump the track, cheat and steal behind my back. I'll get along alright.
If you've got an insurance question, you could talk to a park ranger, but the only quotes they'd probably give you would be about the beauty of a fallen leaf or ripples in a pond, not the kind that could save you money on your policies. Or you could talk to your local Geico agent, who's an expert navigator of the insurance landscape. They could use their expertise to guide you on ways to save hundreds on your policies, while leaving it up to your park ranger to save the wilderness and any endangered picnic baskets. Go online to geico.com/local to find a Geico agent near you.
Yeah, you can call me a fool. Oh, baby, treat me cruel, but I'll get along just fine. Yeah, baby, now if you don't want the thrill, I know what someone else will. Yeah, I'll get along alright. Oh, you know I will, baby. Yeah. money's all been spent. There ain't enough to pay your rent. I'll get along, alright. Oh, baby, when the times get tough and you up and say you had enough, well, I'll get along just fine. Yeah, there's plenty fish out in the sea, but don't you worry none about me. I'll get along, alright. I'll get along alright. Oh, babe, you can leave me flat. Ain't gonna change the point I'm at now. I'll get along just fine. Oh, I'm gonna miss it when you're gone. Baby, knock along. Oh, I'll get along alright. Oh, yes, here is your hat, honey. Don't trip on your way out. Oh, now, easy, don't hurt yourself. We can still be friends. You can pay me back that money you want. All your dancing plans have gone awry. Oh, if you won't be my man, I'll have to give someone else a try. Well, you can break my heart, baby. You can tear it all apart. I'll get along alright. Yeah, go on. Just fine. Oh, I'm gonna miss it when you're gone. Baby, not for long. Oh, I'll get along alright. Oh,
yeah. Here we are. Karen Lawrence and I are talking. We talked before, and the other tune was starting. And I go, let's go.
We forget to stop the music and do the interview.
I'm not kidding you. We're rapid. Like we got 15 seconds to finish our thought. You know, again.
Oh my gosh.
She's in Texas. So just found that out.
I'm in Texas. I'm in the Gulf. I'm in the Gulf in the country.
And the cool thing is the artists tell me I have an accent. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, and all this cheeseheads. We have an accent, folks. Wisconsin. Evidently, we do, from what I'm hearing. Yeah. You know, I love that because I love the New York accent and the Southern, and especially the British one. You know, you got to have that British. Those are the cool dudes.
I like all kinds of accents. Don't get me started.
But thank you again. Karen Lawrence is chatting with me tonight on Magoo. What we got right now? 7:27 Central Time. I always like to plant the live seed. You know, Karen, we are live. You know, this is then we go to podcast. It all goes out to iHeart and all those good things for you. And cool. Thanks for all that bio and all that good stuff. Now let's talk about your fabulous picture that I got up here. Your big Harley, boom, 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 boom. Where were you riding into? Where were you riding into on your big Harley?
We were riding to the Stonehouse in Sturgis. Oh. I just moved in December down to this Gulf Coast here in the country, and it's very beautiful, and I really love it. And it's being a musician is not an unusual thing here. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And which has kind of sparked me again. Okay, it's just got me kind of going. But for 10 years I can say it now, for 10 years I lived in South Dakota.
Okay.
And we were only 5 hours from Sturgis, so we went every year, and it's wonderful riding there because they have signs up everywhere, you know, watch out for motorcyclists. Everybody cares because it's big business for them. And so it's the smart way to go. And so people are, and it's very, very country, you know, which, you know, sometimes you're just going along and there's nobody in front of you, nobody behind you, maybe a few cars on the other side of the road. And it's just beautiful countryside. And that Sturgis rally is really fun. I don't want to do an ad for